Well, Akane, I've got to get going.
Oh boy, how she can respond to that. Yeah, I was expecting either that or just outright anger, but... See, I think it would have been outright anger, actually, if Makoto didn't talk to her about this. I like that it's a little bit more subdued, I think, because of the conversation Makoto, this focus of this arc had with her. I love the character development they put in this game. They develop all the characters further from 5, and I think they do it in a better way than 5 did, which makes sense, because, well, this is the second crack they had at developing these characters, and I think they did a great job of developing them further in a nice little more packaged way. That I think this formula is really good, and I'd love to see this for more Persona games in the future. I'd love to see this kind of action game format in more universes. That would be really fucking cool, in my opinion. And by this kind, I mostly mean the story format where it focuses on one of the party members every, like, arc for some reason. Because I love me some character development. I think you might be aware of that by now, considering this entire little spiel I've been going on.
Once the case is through, I'm gonna take some time off.
Aww.
What do you say we take a trip somewhere? How about we visit a theme park?
Ah, Zenhuggle. He's trying his best to be a good deed.
I'm not a little kid anymore.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hug. She could certainly stand to be less prickly, but again, like, I don't blame her. And when I was her age, and frankly, even nowadays, I talk to my dad like this. I'd rather not, because again, like, it's not really like I had a very similar situation to her, where he was never around, and even when he wasn't, I had my mother around. But, like, you know, I hold some resentment to my dad for my own reasons, so this is, again, she's sort of relatable in that way. And also, being cooped up in a room and making, you know, streams, or, you know, videos in my case, but I do stream occasionally on Twitch, same channel name, by the way. I stream on Saturdays right now. I'm playing Symphony of the Night, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I'm gonna start to play other things, so if you're interested in that and are watching this around the time it comes out, I'll probably still be doing that, and also be doing other things, possibly. I might start doing a Spooktober thing, yeah, on the Twitch channel, where I, you know, again, like, it's September 13 right now. I'm thinking I'll be out of my comfort zone enough with regards to streaming or no, I will have expanded my comfort zone, to put it better, enough by October that I might be able to at least a few days a week stream some horror games. Like, I mean, I'm just basically deciding to go through as many Resident Evil games as I can pack into that month. Maybe also Alien Isolation. Anyway.
Shit, it is tense here.
Oh boy. Getting these two to open up is going to be a real hassle.
Yep. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. These are some deep-seated ass issues for these two right now. It's very clear. Unfortunately. This seems condescending, a bit lonely, aren't we? So, they both seem kind of dickish to her. Like, this is what I was just saying, to be fair. But do I really feel like you should say this to her in person? No. Would I maybe if I was in this situation? I probably would without thinking. But, literally given the conscious choice, where I'm sitting here looking at dialogue options instead of having words come out of my mouth automatically. And granted, I can work on that. It's just not as easy as picking an option. I'm pretty sure most of you understand what I mean by that, but yeah. I guess, come on, be real with him.
Don't. Come on, please, just stay out of it. Aw, are we still feeling pouty? Don't you think it's time to throw out of the whole tsundere thing?
I was wondering when the tsundere thing would specifically be brought up, because this game really likes to make its tropes clear, and Futaba really is the character to, like, point out game and anime tropes and things like that. So it makes so much sense that she's the one saying this. Oh my god.
You too, Futaba-chan? Come on, quit it.
Will we ever be able to truly reunite father and daughter?
Just give it a little more time. I hope they find the opportunity to bond.
Indeed, I'd rather this scene not exist, frankly, but that's just because I'd rather them be better now. You know what I mean? This scene is good, but I would rather them be better now. That is not how real life works, but a man can dream, and this is a video game, not real life, so, you know. And I'm sure they will be, because that's the thing, in these games, these things go predictably you know, well. Like, they will get back together, and that brings me a lot of comfort. That's another thing I love about video games, is when these kind of plot threads happen, they always resolve nicely in games like this. And that doesn't really happen in real life all the time, so it's very nice that it happens in video games.
I'm sure they'll make
Or else I'd probably hate this scene if I wasn't 100% sure that they absolutely will. You're right, Makoto. As Makoto's always right.
Right, Akane-chan?
Makoto, I love her so much.
Yeah, I guess.
I love that she's more amiable with Makoto, and it makes a lot of sense, because Makoto really helped her out a lot yesterday, and also really had a heart-to-heart with her. And she probably relates to Makoto more than anyone else in the group, because of that. Because she opened up about her own situation with her father. I really love how this ties in.
The time has come. If we wait any longer, the ferry will depart before we arrive.
Alright.
Sounds like we have to get going. Take care, Akane-chan.
Wow.
Oh, thanks for everything.
Ah!
Here. It's like a Kyoto souvenir.
See, now see, once the issue was with her father or not even, like, being brought up, she literally goes to being a sweet person. And I've noticed that I tend to do this too. And so does my father, actually. Generally, we're rather amiable people unless issues are brought up. Maybe that's just most people. You know, to a degree or another. Especially people that are more reclusive, I feel like. Because, you know, again, there's obviously some conflict avoidance stuff going on. I can really see it because I mean, me and my father are a huge example of that. It's probably the main reason why I really, really identify with this particular arc.
I mean,
yeah.
You guys did so much for me. So...
Ah! Thank you. Aw. Take it up to the RV, it'll be realized. Oh, that's right. Are we gonna collect stuff in the RV? We will, don't worry about it. Are we gonna collect stuff in the RV throughout the game? Have we already done that? Am I not aware of that?
Of course! Next time, we'll bring tons of snacks and we can stay up all night gossiping.
An's just like, I'm going to normalize this girl and she's gonna have friends. That's what I feel like, and I love that.
We can share a bath again, too.
Ah!
Reach out to me anytime you like. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
I absolutely guarantee you she'll at least, like, text or email Makoto, at the very least. Because, like, there's such a connection there.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Have a good trip.
Come on, say all your goodbyes, like to your father.
I guess. Be careful.
Okay. I love this scene now. I hated it, now I love it. I didn't hate it, but I don't like when these things are brought up because they're very close to home. But I like how they're being resolved already. It's very happy. Very happy.
Is that it?
Listen, Ryuji, you gotta give it some time. In fact, I'm kind of amazed you're dense enough to not get that. Considering, like, you've probably had a similar thing with your mom. Actually, I don't know. His mom seems like a sweet person that generally doesn't act like Akane's father, so maybe that's not it. Although, granted, I don't really know much about his mom. We've never met her. We've only really heard about her in passing from him, so...
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'll be careful.
Oh my god, he's so happy to receive, like, any fucking inkling from his daughter. And he's so fucking out of touch with, like, being a father at all that it's so clear. The awkwardness is really well delivered. Zakichi's voice actor is really good. And it makes a lot of sense, because in that live stream that I've already talked about before, during this Let's Play, that happened when the game came out in America, or in the West, like, the Western release happened of the game. The everywhere else release, I guess you could say. Probably. I'm pretty sure... Was it out? Yeah, it was already out in Japan for like a year. That's usually how this stuff works with Atlas. But, yeah, when that live stream happened when the game came out, they did an interview with Zen's voice actor, and I find it really interesting because, you know, he clearly is a very, very, very dedicated voice actor. He's been teaching voice acting for a while, actually, interestingly enough, and he's just been really dedicated to the craft for a long time, and he actually ended up teaching some some of the Persona 5 voice acting as like an example of like good voice acting. And then he ended up in a Persona game. That's fucking awesome. Don't let your dreams be memes, friends. Or maybe, in my case, let them be memes and dreams at the same time because I'm making YouTube videos. Oh, God.
Whoa! Sure seemed to work for him, though.
And also Twitch streams and things. Wait, a boat? But why a boat? Oh yeah, okay. We don't...
Wow, how pretty!
Okay. So we don't have a monarch in Kyoto. So Nico B was off there. But, well, he said we were gonna make a stop. So yeah, never mind. My speculation's off, Nico B's speculations are off. I haven't watched Nico B's Let's Play since I mentioned it last, by the way. I will do so probably after recording this episode, actually. Just watch him go through all these cutscenes, at least.
It's like a field of shining blue jewels. Oh, I know I'm gonna cry.
Ah, hug.
Now this is a sight to see. I'd love it even more if we were just here for a casual trip.
Aw,
What do you think, Sophia? Pretty nice.
I agree, Fruitcabin.
So this is the Okinawan Sea.
Wow.
How pretty. What's it like under the water?
Ah! Sophie being a bean is beautiful. Yeah, this feels very, very, what's the word? It feels extremely... I'm trying to, like, think of what it feels like. Actually, wait, I just realized, does Makoto not have... Is this still Makoto's arc? I just realized. If she doesn't actually have, like, a Mementos arc, I won't be very happy about that. But, like, I liked that she had so much involvement in this particular set of cutscenes here. And she was clearly focused on just like Haru had been, just like An had been, just like Yusuke had been. So I'm really wondering if she's gonna have... I was thinking it was gonna be like his boss, and it was gonna be about like, oh god, this is what the police are like, oh shit. I don't want to be like this, you know, like that kind of a thing, right? And I'm trying to be a policeman in order to not do corrupt things, because I almost guarantee you that Zin's boss is corrupt. Maybe we will end up fighting her, just not this time. I hope this is still Makoto's arc. I'm just now wondering what the dungeon's gonna be. Now, if she doesn't get a Mementos dungeon, I'll still be happier than I was before about how they represented Makoto in this game, because I really love all of the cutscenes here. We'll see. It's breathtaking, like Keanu Reeves and everyone else.
Okay.
Y'all are breathtaking,
I'd
by
like
the
to
way.
see that for myself one
For
day.
watching this, thank you. And just in general.
Ain't riding on a big-ass ship like this so exciting!
Indeed. Perhaps my adventurer's heart has been stirred. I can feel a surge of passion.
I love Yusuke's eloquence and his just sheer passion so much, and his goofiness. I would say that I have all three of those things to some degree, so I really identify with Yusuke. Also, I want to fuck him a little bit. Just a little bit, if I meant just a tiny bit. Anyway.
Okay then, no wasting this opportunity. It's time to get in formation.
By a tiny bit, I
On
mean
your
quite a
hands
bit.
and knees.
Except I lean in more of the straight direction if you can't tell by all my Makoto thirsting, but still, Yusuke is no. I kind of wish that he didn't wear such a loose jacket over his jeans so I could see the butt, though, but you know, that's just my complaint. And also, I can also see some nice side cheeks over there. I'm very happy about that. I'm pretty sure I probably don't have to tell you that the moment that this scene started, I looked for the Makoto ass and I found it and I was happy about it.
Huh? Am I
At this
what?
point, I always do that, because they seem to kind of go out of their way to put both Makoto and An's asses on display. And while I do enjoy An's ass, I would probably look at it more if she was wearing pants more like it's something about like the slacks that Makoto's wearing, or at least I think they're slacks, or like leather pants or whatever they are. They're hot. I love that kind of stuff on women. And I like it more than skimpy stuff like An's wearing, honestly. I would rather have form-fittingness over showing a lot of skin. Like, that's literally hotter to me. It's interesting.
And you, Mona, get on my head.
No, I think he's gonna stay right where he is in his bag. Thank you. He's a comfy boy.
Okay.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Are we doing this? This is great. Why?
What is this?
See, even Yusuke is, like, taken aback by this, where I was about to say, I was expecting one of his, like, ah, yes, this is the true beauty spiels, but I guess this is too weird for even him.
Feast your eyes on the splendor that
Oh my god. Futaba's fucking references. I love them. And they're really going ham on the references for this game, and it makes a lot of sense that they are.
I think you've gotten it all wrong.
Yeah, wrong movie, I think.
Isn't this just some kind of weird cheerleading routine?
I'd call it an impersonation of the town musicians of Bremen.
I have... That reference flew over my head if it is one.
Just why did you need me for this?
So that she can look taller, of course. I'm sorry, Ryuji. I really hate the using Ryuji as a scapegoat and to do all the menial shit and shit like this. Degrading Ryuji can fucking stop, please. That'd be great.
Hey, you! Get down! That's dangerous!
You guys are so stupid.
Zenkichi calling it like it is. In fact, I'm kind of amazed Zenkichi didn't already bring that up. Like, fucking Futaba, you could fall.
Finally made it.
In fact, I'm kind of amazed I wasn't like, Futaba, I would not be doing that because I don't want you to fall.
We're on that ship forever. I still feel like I'm on the waves.
Thank you, Cameron.
It was quite the rare experience, being surrounded by the
zooming
dazzling
in probably
sea like
that
that.
clear anyway.
So this is Kukujima, huh? There are more people than I expected.
Right? I was picturing something closer to an untouched island than all this.
This actually was a pretty quiet place until just a few years ago. But eventually, some folks cooked up a mass migration plan. They even had a slogan, "Find your new tropical life." All of a sudden, a population under 200 people suddenly explodes to nearly 1,000.
Holy shit, that was effective.
The port area is really quite lively. It has a bit of a resort feel to it.
Beach episode time. We all know where this is going. I also got spoiled on this by just the thumbnail and title of one of Nico B's next parts that I haven't seen yet.
Sounds like summer vacation's back on!
Hell yeah.
Come on, you know we're not here to screw around. First thing we do is head for the research facility.
He's right. We should start there. I'd like to get the investigation underway as soon as possible.
There go the two cops again.
And there goes that ass again. The case has to come first. He's gonna agree with his girlfriend.
We can enjoy our free time here once the case is solved. Our current objective is the lab Ichinose found.
Okay, let's go! Which way?
Maybe? I'm wondering if the boss is... if the Monarch is still gonna be Zen's boss. It's clearly still Makoto's arc because they're still hammering in Makoto's thing, right? So...
Hit us with the deep.
Maybe I'm just looking for every bit of Makoto information so much. I think it is true, because I feel like I didn't notice this much character focus on anyone else before, but that's probably because I wasn't looking for it like I am now.
Huh? What's up?
I wasn't able to find any information regarding the facility.
How's that possible?
Well, Ichinose did
Yeah, they're
say
more
it
like
wasn't
leather
exactly
pants
on the
what
level,
Makoto's
right?
wearing. You can tell
We
where
just
my
have to
head's
track
going.
it down
Yeah.
ourselves.
They're always going. If there's a shot like this anywhere in frame, you can basically assume that I'm looking at that butt, though.
I'm sorry I couldn't help.
If that's the case, we should ask around and see if we can find any locals who know about it.
Who do you think we should ask first? Oh, maybe the shopkeepers know something.
Ooh, I spy a souvenir shop. I'm gonna buy something for Sojiro.
Yeah, Futaba huggle.
Wait, Futaba! I'll join you in the search for native crafts.
Of course. Of course, Yusuke's hoip about that. Seems I need to ask around for directions to the lab. And corral all our party members.
Hello, Commissioner? It's Hasegawa.
What's the situation? It's unlike you to go dark for 3 days straight.
My apologies. I was on the ocean. I couldn't get a connection.
The ocean?
The investigations led us to Okinawa. Supposedly, there's a research facility here with ties to that Emma app. This was the best lead I had. I brought the Phantom Thieves along with me.
Any chance of locating concrete evidence there?
Okay, so he has been telling her about them. I didn't actually think he was.
It's too soon to tell. I'll start by questioning the facility staff. If I find out they're trying to cover their tracks,
Maybe
though,
she isn't.
I'll have to
corrupt,
escalate the
but maybe
investigation.
she is.
And I'll definitely need you to send backup, if that's how it pans out.
Fine. Keep me posted. We're still looking into Medivh on our end. I'll let you know should anything turn up.
I don't know, man. I'm still really fucking suspicious about her. Kaburagi, by the way. I'd like to start, like, remembering her name so I can say it instead of just saying Zen's boss.
Thank you, ma'am.
Remember, Hasegawa, the Phantom Thieves are not solely in your pocket to help you track down the perpetrator. You are keeping them close for when we are pressed to present a culprit.
Okay. Yeah. The way this is going, he's too attached to us already to do this for her. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna betray her and then she's gonna be a boss. That's my guess. Like, she's gonna have a palace after that? I wonder if that's the case. She's clearly being set up for a villain role anyway. I'm wondering how that's gonna pan out, though.
When the time comes, you will turn them in immediately. Don't get too attached.
I think he already has, because they fucking helped his daughter out so much.
Is that clear?
Fuck you, bitch.
Understood.
I'm sorry, Zen. Huggle. We should get going ourselves and see if we can track down this research lab. Yeah, investigate Dergy go wheel. Next time, though, I hope y'all have a lovely, lovely day, friends. I'll see you in the next episode.